Now let's hear the story of Helen Doron English, Serbia. Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
How you doing? You look tired.
A little bit, but that's okay.
We ready for Sunday?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well. Let's go back to the very start. First of all, how did you hear about Helen Doron English?
I stayed in Rita Falter's home
in Germany.
1998 in Germany, yes. And I was picked out of the hat, out of the 150 people that I traveled with, to be in her house specifically. And we ended up talking about it, about my plans for future and what will I do when I go back home. And I told her the whole story, and she said, well, I have something for you.
You wanted to be a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher and to have my own kindergarten at some point with English, music, and dancing, 3 things I love. So I saw her demo lesson, and I stayed speechless. I just wanted to join, and that was it. That was the start.
And how was the start? Was it difficult at first?
Well, it was, because in this country 15 years ago, nobody heard of anybody doing English with such young children. And they were confused, they were afraid, and all the speech therapists at that time were saying that a child should not learn English before the age of 9 or 10. And I started with them when they were 2. So they were skeptical, but when they saw the first results, of course, the attitude changed, and the parents were very happy. So they stayed with us for years, and that first generation that I had is now 18 years old.
Wow. Yeah, and we interviewed Andre, who was one of the first students. Amazing. Yeah. But I understand the first 3 or 4 years was tough. And did you ever have any thoughts going, wow, I'm not going to succeed? Or you just decided just to carry on?
Well, I always had hope that it will grow. And I started with a very small number of students. And every year, by the end of the year, I promised them we'll continue the next year. So when we had the start of the next year, and in first couple of years it didn't go as I planned, of course, I kept it going because I promised to them that I will. And I'm glad that I did, because now they're 18 years old, they speak fluently, and we became a very successful business in this country.
How many learning centers are there?
We have 20 learning centers in Serbia now.
And how many students have you got?
Over 2,400.
Wow. And how many people live in Serbia?
Around 7 million.
7 million.
Yeah.
And you got 2,400 students.
Yes.
Wow. How do you... And this learning center where we are is also your main office?
Yes, it is.
How long have you been in these premises?
These are new premises, and we moved in 2009. At first we had 4 classrooms, now we have 5. And the center has around 270 students.
Have you had a really moving experience, maybe parents thanking you, or maybe a parent came at the beginning, was very skeptical, and then at the end of the year they're like, wow, thank you very much?
Yes, they came. One of the strangest questions that I got from a parent was, are we a sect of a kind? I answered them, well, you're in the lesson, every single lesson. You see what I'm doing with your child. Does it look like it? The lady said, well, no. You're there. You'll see the results after a year. And after a year, they really do come. They go on a vacation. They come back and they said, I'm amazed. My child managed to get everything he or she wanted by himself. We didn't help at all in English, just after 1 year.
Wow. As Sunday, we're going to be celebrating 15 years of Helen Doron English in Serbia. You must be very proud.
Yes,
what is going to be at this gala event starting at 11 o'clock Central European Time?
We are going to have all of our students, from babies up to teenagers, on stage performing 1, 2, or 3 songs from their program, from the course they finished. Our teenage students are actually going to run the whole program, so they will do the introduction of each song. And we also dedicated the entire program to a good cause. We're collecting funds for the ones in need that suffered from the recent floods in Serbia.
That's very commendable. I mean, the whole world has known about these floods. How has it affected the Serbian people?
It affected them a lot. A lot of cities and villages were destroyed by water. A lot of houses are destroyed and not repairable at all. People lost their homes. People lost their place to live. People lost their jobs with it. Some of the major power plants in the country were in danger. Some of the factories were in great danger. And people work here tremendously. Everybody just joined in and helped as much as they could to protect as much as they could. But still, the country suffered a lot.
What is the future for Helen Doron English here in Serbia? What are your aims now?
Future is bright and shiny.
Yeah.
Aims, well, the sky's the limit. We'll see how things go further. So far, we've been successful. Kids are great. Kids learn so much within a very short period of time. They use the language. They love it. They're proud to know it. What more can we ask for?
Yeah. I've had a really good time here at the Learning Centre. The kids are fantastic. Your teachers are fantastic. And I want to thank you for the hospitality that you've given me, and Helen is here, and the marketing manager Simon is here as well. And you've really looked after us, and you're doing a fantastic job. We've all been very impressed, and I'm really looking forward to Sunday as well.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad you took time to be here with us. Kids enjoyed it.
Maybe by Sunday, the police in Serbia might send me back to where I came from after what happened last night. When I got to the hotel, I got here about midnight, got to the hotel, and they sent me up to the 6th floor. I come out of the elevator, the lift, and it's totally dark. So I'm looking for the light to find the room, and there's a little red light on the wall. So I thought that must be the light switch. I press it, and it's the fire alarm. And it's going woo, and all these Serbians are coming out of their rooms, and I didn't know what to do. And then suddenly the person at the reception came running up and whatever. But they were very good. They were very good. So anyway, and when I told the story to a few of your teachers here, they all said they love the Prodigy with a song called Firestarter, which was a big hit in the 1990s. I understand here in Serbia it's a big hit. Yeah. So that's the song we're going to hear now. Because all your teachers, they don't call me Richard, they call me Firestarter now. Okay,
you got a new nickname.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tanya, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you.